Oh, happy Wednesday, everyone.
Hey, everybody, welcome in. Welcome in.
New little intro there for everyone.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Thank you, thank you. Randomly put in some travel photos and some travel videos in there. So
I saw Brady up there.
Brady was in there. Yup, Keone was in there. So yeah, hopefully that will kind of grow. I'll try to mix it up and keep it fresh throughout the week. So that was kind of cool.
And that's what I need to do is mix up that intro so it's not like the same intro over and over and over again. People get tired of seeing the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah, you freshen it up. Freshen it up.
You got to freshen it up just a little bit.
That's right, just a little bit. We're going to talk about some cruise food today, Bill.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of the booze cruise. I really had a great time.
Do you eat some good food on the booze cruise?
Scott, I did. I mean, I go on a cruise ship and I eat. I probably eat better when I'm on a cruise ship, but I do eat. And there's enough food, enough variety to keep me happy.
That's right. And for everybody making it in the chat, I know this week we might be battling with some time change, even though I didn't realize because changed their clocks.
I didn't either.
About this in 6 and 7, so now it's 6 by you, correct? Right now,
it's 6, and again, we're gonna, this show is going to be Eastern time. It's going to be 6 p.m. Eastern time, and we didn't realize it until now. Scott was setting it up on his end, and I'm going to share it out to my people, and it's saying 6 o'clock. I'm like, Scott, I think you got the wrong time. He's looking and looking. No, it's 4 o'clock. I got the right time. Well, because of the time change, Arizona being that state,
yep.
So they don't participate in daylight savings time. So we're only a 2-hour difference now.
2-hour difference. So now it'll be 4 p.m. PST and 6 p.m. EST. So
correct mundo.
And for everybody coming in the chat too, I have a poll, an imaginary poll up there. It's just a question for you guys. What is your favorite cruise food? And you can chime in and literally say anything. I mean, I have hamburgers, breakfast foods, pizzas, salads, ice cream, steak, meat, Chinese and Asian, deli. I mean, add something on. Just let me know what your favorite cruise food is.
Pizza. Were you about to say what's my favorite food?
Mm-hmm. Your favorite cruise food?
I actually love a good steak. So if you're talking about just in general, a nice burger, not necessarily from Guy's Burger, but if you go like the C-Day brunch, they have a nice burger. And this is going Carnival. I'm trying to venture out now, people. So hopefully it'll change. But right now I'm talking Carnival. I do love a good burger from the C-Day brunch.
C-Day brunch is good. I always forget about the C-Day brunch. Forgot about the C-Day brunch on this trip. Sorry, Keone.
Yeah, you got the burger and you have the 12-hour French toast. I mean, it's like a toss-up.
I forgot about the French toast. Oh man, now I feel like I failed you, Keone. I'm sorry, but let's see. So I mean, we both kind of just got back from our respective cruises. I definitely don't think I did not gain weight. I sure definitely gained weight. I think I ate almost everything in sight. And I definitely drank everything in sight. I mean, my drink package was not there, but it was pretty close. I mean, I definitely went outside the box and tried some different drinks than I would have this cruise. But maybe that was Keone being.
You might have to keep track of your calories from your alcoholic beverages and see how many calories you take in like that. I don't drink a lot. So again, I don't, a couple of drinks a day, maybe one day I'll overindulge, but usually I don't drink that much. But every time I see you, like a lot of times, like you're partying, having a good time with a drink in your hand. I saw your cup you had right now. That looks like it was from New Orleans.
This one was from New Orleans. Huge gas beers. Yes, this was filled with beer, but now it's just a huge gas water. So.
I think from that bar, I still can't hear because of the music was so loud.
And you want to know, ironically, the music was loud, but there was not a lot of people in huge ass beers it was kind of dead when we went on New Orleans. We stayed out almost till 12:30, almost 1 o'clock, and it was probably the most dead that it was in New Orleans. So not to get off topic,
Keisha makes a valid point. 15 people in the house and 15, or I'm sorry, 15 people in the house, 5 thumbs up. People, if you're in my chat, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. And if you're in Scott's chat, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. We really would appreciate it.
Right. All right. Let's get to saying hi to some people, Bill, here. Who was first in the chat? Oh, we have my Aunt June, and Brady. Hello. In early Ruby slots. Getting on my nerves. Yes. Watching a lot of slot play. Scott McNeil. Good evening, everyone. Hello, Scott. We have the Z Show Cruise Fun. Hello, Z. Good evening, content creators, he says. CNS Travel. Hello, CNS Travel. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Ms. Nata Boo and Life and Stuff. Hello. Happy
Nita
Wednesday.
Boo, welcome in. Welcome in.
Bama Nola. Hey, Warm, Strong, and Scott. Hello, Bama.
Billy, welcome in.
Marjorie. Hello, Marjorie. How are we?
Fellow solo cruiser.
Fellow solo cruiser. Scotty Too Hottie. Hello, hello. Another Scott. The Bud Files. Hello, peoples. Hello, Bud. How we doing?
Welcome in, Bud Files.
We have Emily in. Hello, gentlemen. And hello to my cruisers. Traveling Fools has made it in. Yo, 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 yo.
Welcome in.
M says, honestly, I ate a lot when I was on NCL Dawn.
Most people do. Most people do.
Well, let's see if you ate any of those top 11 that we're going to go through at the end of the chat. I read an interesting article. I'm going to share a story in a little bit. That's how I came up with this list. So, Nettie and JT, good evening, everyone. Hello, hello. Yeah, it affects a lot of people, that time change. You know, it messes with sleep and messes with YouTube lives and all that stuff. Yes, time change. I think it was last week, right, Phil, when I was away? Right, first day when I was away.
I believe so.
It's a cruise life. Hey, guys, how y'all doing? Hello, hello. Susanna More Jean, proud single mom. Hello, hello.
Welcome in. Thanks for watching the ads. I appreciate it.
Swimming through those ads. Much love, everyone, she says. Em says, honestly, the desserts and the ice cream. Self-serve ice cream or non-self-serve ice cream? Hello,
I did more self-serve ice cream on this trip than I did on most of my other trips. It was just so convenient.
It's convenient. It is on the list. I'll leak a little bit. It is on the list. So we'll see. Mommy Laney's vlog. Hello, good afternoon, she says. Hello.
Welcome in.
Hey, chat friends. Thumbs up, peeps. 15 and a half. 5 thumbs up. Not math is not matching, but probably is now. Thank you, Keisha. We appreciate you. Nancy B. the Scratcher says hello, hello.
Welcome in, Nancy.
A Tuba Chat. Hello, Tuba Chat. Hello, Kevin. How are we doing?
Word up.
Word up. Antoinette Carey says hello. Marjorie says, we should have a buddy system in Alaska since we don't drink alcohol and we're single.
Well, now I do drink. I just try not to overdo it. That sounds good, Marjorie.
Let's eat. Can't stop walking, but love mowing and cruising.
Hey, can't stop walking. Welcome in.
Let's eat is right. That's right. Saying hi to each other here. Embarkation Nation, hello everyone. Well, hello Jennifer and Andrew.
Welcome in.
You can't hear me? Nope. Uh-oh.
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. The towns get darker earlier now. I know it goes from like morning to night. There's no afternoon. Two birds. Oh, well, Dave. Hey, Uncle Dave. How we doing? Welcome in, my friend. Still have real crap weather here, Scott. Yeah, when I was leaving a couple days ago in New Orleans, it was raining and it was really cold.
Oh no! Well, we could really cold. What's really cold in New Orleans?
I don't know. It's cold for me. It was like 62.
Okay, stop. It's supposed to get down to about 35 degrees here tonight. Stop with really cold.
That's really cold. Let's see. Oh, the self-serve from the ice cream machine. We'll get into that. I think we are now down to the very bottom of the chat, which leads me, Bill, to my first question for you and our first kind of discussion here. I kind of want to know, and I was kind of curious, what kind of food you had on the booze cruise, and if you enjoyed it, of course.
Actually, a lot of people didn't necessarily enjoy it. I did the buffet actually a few times this trip, and the food was hot. Again, I got there early when the buffet just opened up, or I got there late, and I had really no problems with it. The main dining room, the food was out fast, on time, hot, fresh. I enjoyed it. I sat at a table by myself. It was probably about 8:30 p.m. Main dining room. I was out by 9:05 because I sat at a table by myself. I wanted to catch a 9:30 show, so I had the appetizer, main menu, or main entree and dessert, and was out in 35 minutes, and it was good. No complaints.
Good. What did you get at the main dining room that night? Do you remember?
I probably had steak, either steak or like a pork, jerk pork, maybe.
They had that on my cruise too when I went on in the main dining room. I had jerk pork, and then I had what else did I have? Oh, I had a braised short rib that was phenomenal. Yeah. It was over like it was like mashed potatoes, but I think it was like rice pilaf or something like that. But it was so good.
They had it probably was the steakhouse. They had a braised rib ravioli, and it was delicious.
Oh, so you took yourself to the steakhouse?
It wasn't this time. This was a different time. No, I didn't take myself to the steakhouse this time.
What other things did you eat on board? Did they have the barbecue on there? Did you get burgers?
Yep.
Late night pizza options, or your late night buffet, late night snacks.
Yeah, whatever they call it now. No, I did like the deli, the barbecue, the buffet, the main steakhouse, and also the C-Day brunch. So I did that. I kind of spread it out a little bit. I didn't do just one thing. I did not try Guy's Burger, not this particular trip, but the other things, the late night buffet, I was disappointed. I did it twice. I was disappointed in it. It was cold, bland. It wasn't. It wasn't to me. It wasn't very good. It seemed like almost like an afterthought. After going to the buffet and the food that they had down there, I was expecting a really good result from the late night buffet, and I didn't get it.
Yeah, it was pretty much just. I felt like a mine. I felt like it was just kind of whatever they had left over. They just decided to put on the late night.
It wasn't done with it wasn't done with love. It was like slapped together like from the gas station. It wasn't hot. They had like sandwiches out there that were supposed to be hot, warm, and they weren't. I just didn't enjoy it.
Sitting under those heat lamps too, you know, something about sitting under those heat lamps after they come out fresh or whatever fresh is, you know. I don't know. Now, Antoinette as fun has came on in. Good evening, everyone. Hello, hello.
Welcome in.
Carnival Cruise Addicts. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hey.
Najuma Brown. Hello, Najuma.
Najuma, welcome in.
I love Cruising Royal. Hey, Warmstrong and everyone. Did you have a great time?
I think everybody had a great time. I love Cruising Royal. I think everybody did. You might have one or two people that didn't really enjoy it, but I think most people, I'm not gonna say everybody because it's hard to say 100% everybody, but I think most people had a great time. The company, the ship itself wasn't that bad. It needs to be dry docked, but it was not bad at all.
Yo, 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 Brooklyn in the house. Hello, Eddie Lugo. How you doing, friend?
Welcome in, Eddie.
Brady has a grind. Lawnmower, Embarkation Nation. Oh, and hello, Will G. Hello, all.
Welcome in, Will G.
Gets us back down to the bottom here. Now, did they have the seafood shack on your cruise?
They did. I don't eat seafood, so I didn't go. However, the group did, and I met them down there one day. We met down there as a group. They ate their seafood. I came a little bit later, and they said it was good. They seemed to really enjoy it.
That's good. Did anybody tell you what they had? I know they have fresh fillets. They have crab legs, which Keone said he would do if we went, but we didn't.
Yeah. I didn't ask seafood. So no, I did not ask.
That's on Bill's. That's on Bill's no list. Seafood.
That's my no list.
And Bill, that's all seafood. That's shrimp too, clams.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah.
Okay. And honestly, Keone was the same way because one of our friends from my next question, the Blue Iguana Cantina, after we had brought him a coffee, he came over and gave us 2 shrimp tacos, one for me and one for Keone, but like a big one. He made us a big one.
Nice.
And, Keone was like, "Oh, I guess I'm trying shrimp," and he tried one bite and he was like, he gave it to me. He's like, I this, but I just can't do the shrimp. Like it hit me. I had the fish taste, and I was like, I'm done. And I'm drinking, so give it to me.
No thanks.
Thank you.
I forgot about the Blue Iguana. I enjoy their food. I like foods that are made like kind of fresh in front of your face like that. So I enjoyed it.
Yes, the Huevos Rancheros, especially, I like them because you can get over easy eggs or over hard egg, whatever. The Huevos Rancheros. I do like the breakfast burritos too, but don't get me wrong. A lot of people are standing on that line, so things are kind of fresh. M says, no seafood for me. No, thank you. There you go.
See, I knew I'd like you, Emily. Me and Emily are right here.
I saw somebody come in. Where's Sharon Rowland? Sharon Rowland came on in. Where's she?
Welcome in, Sharon.
Sharon Rowland. Something's going on with the chat today. I can't keep just trying to make sure that I didn't miss anybody. I see I did. Cruising Scene. Hi, Bill and Scott.
Welcome in, Cruising Scene.
We also have House of X. Hello, House of X.
House of X, welcome in the house.
I'm going to just fight. I'm going to make my way up the chat instead of down the chat. How's it? My aunt says, I love seafood. There we go. Scott said we pigged out at the seafood shack. What did you pig out on at the seafood shack? I'm wondering if you guys really liked it. I kind of missed it. It slipped my
I think
mind.
they did it more than once, so I got to assume they liked it. They did it at least 2 times that I know of, maybe more.
Ooh, the peel and
And
eat shrimp and the lobster rolls are really good.
and that's the additional cost. So if it's additional cost and they went 2 or 3 times, it had to be good.
Yes, that too. Let's see. Eddie says I didn't get to see that story, unfortunately.
Which part of that? The seafood shack?
Seafood shack. I think it's
Okay.
mostly in the back, right? All the way in the back.
Yep.
That's how it was for the Valor. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I found it. Scott answered. We had buffalo shrimp. Ooh, that sounds good. Shrimp, lobster rolls, seafood sampler, fried clam strip, clam chowder, one of my favorites, and crab cakes. Wow, all sounds amazing. All sounds amazing. So can I, Will G. Except I am landlocked right now, and I don't trust too many of the seafood restaurants here in Arizona because unless they're
I'm sure it's okay.
yeah, I mean, I guess if I trust cruise ship seafood, sushi and seafood, I guess it's just the same, right? Crab cakes are good. Crab cakes are really good. Love crab cakes. I usually get those from the main dining room when I see them as the appetizer. I'm talking about the main dining room for a second. Seafood is awesome, says Sharon Rowling. The Naughty Cruiser had $250 to spend from the casino. It fed 10 of us. What?
Wow.
That is generous, awesome, and wow, that's super cool.
That's a lot of seafood.
Super generous. What a guy. Occasionally, Brady takes me for crab legs. Oh my goodness, could eat a bunch. Oh yes. I don't think they're all you can eat there though. I think it's you pay by pound.
Probably so.
She didn't mean that. I'm just saying that's just random. Love crab cakes. And Destination Fun made it in. Hello. This is a blanket hello. I am on my phone. Well, hello, Destination Fun. She says hello to everyone. Did one of the last things we'll get into before we kind of get into our list here, Bill. Did you have the barbecue on your ship?
I did, and it's not the worst. It's not the best. It's kind of bland.
Mm-hmm.
But I ate it. I ate it. It was okay. Nothing to write home about. I wouldn't tell anybody, hey, you got to try this. But if you want something different than the buffet, well, the buffet downstairs on the Glory, you had to go walk upstairs to get to it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Had to use a lot of sauce to make like the meat kind of. I've heard. I didn't go this time, but I heard that on this particular sailing, the meat was a little dry from people that were coming down the stairs.
No, it wasn't necessarily dry, but I'm one of those wet barbecue type of people where I need my sauce. So I like the brown sugar barbecue sauce is what I do. Again, I made it. I ate it again. I didn't turn it down.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to turn much down on a cruise, to be honest, unless I don't like it. Sean, the Down Under Cruiser, says, good day, folks. Working and lurking. Hello.
Welcome in, Sean.
Keisha says, I'm not a real big fish eater, but I love most shellfish like crab, lobster, shrimp, oysters, which they did have at the seafood shack, and clams too as well. They also had those. I like all of those except for lobsters. It's kind of weird. I've tried it. I can do like a lobster bisque, but I can't do like a lobster tail.
Well, my daughter loves the crab cakes, so I actually have tried the sushi and crab cakes on the cruise ship. Again, it wasn't the worst, but I didn't like it. It wasn't for me.
Yeah. And says she likes your video today, Sherry. Trying to get down to the bottom here. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. J3GS Farm, Warm Strong, and panel. Hello, hello.
Welcome in.
Kevin says, I worked on a cruise ship many years ago. They said the average person gains 7 pounds on a week-long cruise. What's the verdict here? I think I gained about half of that, Kevin.
I don't know. I don't think I gained anything. I actually, again, I always tell you, I think I eat better on a cruise ship. I eat more vegetables. I eat more fruit when I'm on a cruise ship. A lot of times I'll only eat twice a day because I get up so late. A lot of times I'm going to either C-Day brunch late or I'm going to lunch and then I'll do dinner.
Same.
And I don't overdo it with the desserts either.
Yeah, on this one, I think we only went to the main dining room once, and we went to the buffet and everything else kind of after that. So we also looked at the menu too, which is great on the app. Now you can kind of look at the menu, and if there's a night that you're not particularly fond of,
right,
the dining room. That's what Keely and myself did a lot. My aunt says I gained 2 pounds on the 15-day Venetia.
well, that's not bad at all.
Keisha says, totally agree with Kevin. Only picky eaters and those with allergies do not gain weight on a cruise. True.
Picky eater.
Picky eater. All right. Well, I know that there is this top 11 list that we are going to go over now as we get into the second half of the show. I'll share a quick story here. I was on the plane and I was reading about cruise food, reading about cruise jobs, cruise food, cruise everything, and I came up upon this article that was basically food experts, food inspectors, and the CDC kind of updating these lists of cruise food and why we should maybe avoid them for certain reasons or maybe eat them for certain reasons. And I'm kind of interested to kind of read off this list here and see if you guys partake on these 11 on your cruise, or if this may get you to think a little bit differently when you step on your very next embarkation or your cruise. So for the first one, we'll start it off here with something that I probably a little bit more than I want to admit. It is cruise ship sushi. And now, obviously, for one of the most obvious reasons, raw fish obviously has to be kept at a certain temperature. Now, the CDC says that it's not as far of as a sick liability. They know that the cruise ships are keeping the fish at a proper temperature. However, if you are a sushi lover or if you really like high quality sushi, cruise ship sushi is not for you. I mean, you're going to be paying $8, $7 a roll, maybe on the higher end Las Vegas rolls, a 13. But if you were to go somewhere that has high class, top shelf sushi grade, top sushi, you're going to be paying a lot more than that. So they're saying just for taste, they would probably urge, if you're a sushi lover, a sushi connoisseur, not to partake on the ship. Now, if you're someone like me who is desperately going to eat any fish that pops your way because you live in Arizona, then you eat cruise ship sushi. So I do. I broke the rule.
Well, I don't know about the seafood, but a lot of the other foods, the meats and things like that, they use a lot of sodium. I'm assuming that's as a preservative. And I never, whenever I eat anything off a cruise ship, I never add salt to it because it's so salty already.
It is.
So again, sushi, raw. I don't know. I don't know if I would ever try that. The sushi I had was cooked a little bit, not much, but it was cooked. So I tried that, didn't like it. Crab cake was okay. I took a couple of bites. Don't see what my daughter loves about it.
And Traveling Fool says the best sushi comes from the gas station with gambling machines.
Nope. Nope. I would never. I wouldn't even try that.
Traveling Fools, that comes with a stomach ache and something that I can't say here on YouTube. So, yes. But okay, so number 2, kind of staying within this seafood realm, is cooked fish, but particularly When you go to the main dining room and you find fillets of fish, that is what they are talking about here, because you can have that fish assured that it is cooked properly. It is being cooked fresh, because they aren't just going to cook it and let it sit there under a heat lamp, because it is a fresh fillet of fish, and you're ordering with vegetables and a side and a potato. So they do say that cooked fish and cooked fillets are a go. So I usually order a fillet of salmon, or if there's a mahi mahi. Mahi mahi is one of my favorite fish to eat in a fillet or a po' boy or whatever. I also really like a catfish too. If there's catfish, which there wasn't this time, I would always opt for that. That's not fried.
Does a fish taste? Does a fish taste like fish?
Well, interesting that you say that. There are definitely fish that taste like fish for sure. But the whiter the fish, honestly, the less that it's going to taste like it. So I would say your salmon is really going to taste like fish, but your catfish or maybe even your cod, you might not get that too much of a fishy taste, depending on how it's cooked. Let's see. Anybody eat any of the fillets of fish? Let's see here. Baby back ribs for Sharon. Ribs for Sharon. The dinner sushi boat, as well as the little lunchtime pop-up kiosk. Yes, lunch and dinner for that sushi pop-up kiosk.
The pop-up kiosk is where I tried my sushi at.
Same. That's where I get all my sushi. Oh, I did see that before, Andrew, and I will try that too. Keep you to that. All right, let's see. All right, so let's get off this fish topic here, and I'm gonna surprise everybody with the number 3. It's kind of a whole category in itself, but let's talk about condiments. And number 3 is on the condiments list, and they urge actually to not ingest or eat the condiments. Do you have a guess at why, Bill?
Well, for me, a lot of these places, when you go there, the ketchup bottle is sitting on the table. How long has it been sitting out? Do they store it at a proper temperature? I keep, like at home, I keep my ketchup, my mustard, mayonnaise. I keep that in the refrigerator, and all these condiments are just sitting out. Also, like when you go to Guy's Burger, big condiment bar right in the middle, and everybody's walking by it, and everybody's touching it, and everybody, no thanks. If I can't get like the barbecue sauce there, I don't want to get really too many condiments from that condiment bar for myself.
It's true. That's exactly what they say. They say moisture plus warm temperatures is a breeding ground for bacteria. So, I mean, there's nothing they can do. It's sitting out there. That's what Carnival says, that they should put their condiments in this box that stays out on the Lido deck for hours and hours. So that is why the food experts say.
And again, they keep it clean and things like that. I'm just leery about it just because just so many people are just walking by, coughing and sweating, and just got out the swimming pool, and everybody goes by that condiment bar.
Yep.
So now, I'm just leery about the condiments at that bar.
Now they do often have condiments inside where it is air conditioned. Near the buffets, they have sort of ketchups, mustard, maybe not mayos, but ketchups and mustards, things like that. I know they have steak sauces too as well. I would even, if I'm going to opt for a condiment, I would probably opt for those than the ones that are outside. And you can always, I guess, ask for some too as well. That's what they do. Let's see. Keisha says, fish have different textures, and some are sweeter, some are milder. I don't like fish, but I will do a fillet with a piece as far from the head as possible. Oh, yeah. The eye looking at you. Me too. There are ribs for Thanksgiving. I eat anything as long as it doesn't eat me first, says Ross. Hello, Ross. Welcome in. Destination Fun says mayo bottles scare me. Nettie and JT, everyone touches the bottles. Yes, they do. Armstrong made a very good point there. Everyone's touching the bottles. African Dreaming, hello, Warm Strong and chat.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
Bill walks around with a Clorox wipe.
I should. Again, I don't know why people act like they don't see what I see on a cruise ship. Destination Fun. People coughing into their hands, hitting the elevator button. Keep people coughing in their hands, touching the tongs for the food. Yeah, act like it's me, like I'm a germaphobe.
Lady CZ, hey guys, happy Wednesday. Hello, hello. Scratch and Pete made it in. Hello, Scratch and Pete. How we doing, my friend? M&T Cooking and Living. Hello, Warm Strong.
Hello, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody.
Destination says, I see it. I walk around with wipes.
I really should. I do. I usually keep my backpack with me. I do have sanitizer in there, and I try to use my sanitizer as much as possible.
Globies Travels. Hello, just checking in. Well, hello, hello.
Welcome in, Globies.
M&T Living and Cookie says, I want to wear gloves the next time I'm on a ship.
You know, if I saw you with gloves on a ship, I would understand. I would understand. Again, I'm not really that afraid, but again, I don't want to get sick and miss out on the rest of my cruise. I don't want to get a stomach virus and miss out on days of my cruise because of food poisoning. I don't want to get sick, you know, and miss out days on the cruise. Not that I'm worried that I'm gonna have major complications, but I do. I watch people, and then I mean, again, people do not clean their hands well enough, often enough, for me.
My grandma said you got to eat a pack of dirt before you die. Sean says, I usually have one meal a day on a cruise. Starts when I wake up and finishes when I go to bed. That's right. Bingo. Welcome in, Terry Osby. Ooh, says caught COVID on the Mardi.
Yeah. I've only had COVID one time, and that was I got it on the horizon, and I had a roommate on that trip, and the other people might not be as safe as you are. I'll just leave it at that. So that's the only time I ever caught COVID, or as everybody likes to say, the C word.
Ross says, so being someone that comes from food service and sanitation perspective, ketchup, mustard, and steak sauce can sit out for up to 16 hours without refrigeration due to the vinegar.
Yeah, no thanks.
That's 16 hours a day, and they reset once you put them in the fridge.
I don't know. Is that 16 hours on a 95-degree day with a lot of humidity in the air? And yeah, I know what they say. I'll take my chances on something else.
1 hour mayo and veggies. Yeah, mayo sits out for a lot longer than an hour. I'll tell you that.
Right, sitting on top of the bar with the veggies and all this for your toppings. Again, if it's not an hour, it's close. And yeah.
I didn't even think about that Destination Fun. There's just a lot of slot machines this round. I didn't even think about it.
Yes, the slot machines. That's another one. You know, even if I don't wipe it down, I use it. As soon as I get up, I sanitize my hands.
Okay. All right, let's see. All right, number 4. I'm going to go to number 4, and hopefully this is something that a lot of people eat on a cruise. But they say number 4, bread. Eat bread. And actually for a couple reasons. Well, because you're going to be doing a lot of walking, you're going to be doing a lot of activities, outdoor activities, indoor activities. So the extra carbs will kind of obviously help give you a little bit of energy. But not only will it help give you energy, bread is among one of the most frequently replaced items on a cruise. It is among one of the freshest. The bakeries actually bake bread 3 times a day on a cruise to uh, kind of keep the pastries and the rolls and all of the bread items and materials fresh every single day, every single meal, in fact. And crazy stat, do you know how many rolls a 7-day cruise can go through? Not you
I
weren't
saw
sure.
a note.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, right. I saw notes. I'm not going to answer. But I do. When I go to dinner, I mean, because I sit at dinner table with other people, and they, do you want any bread? No, no, no. Me, can I have 2, please? And I always tell them I'm off my diet for the day.
The bread there is really good.
I love the bread, especially if it's warm with the butter. Oh, I'm hooked. Texas Roadhouse, by the way.
Correct.
That cinnamon spread with the rolls. I love it.
Me too. And Ross says, unless you're diabetic. But yes, that is correct. Feeding Frenzy, hello. God bless y'all.
Welcome in.
44,000 rolls in a 7-day cruise. Up to. Not all the time. But you can go up to 44,000 rolls in a 7-day cruise. So think of how fresh that is, and think of how many times they're refilling those bins. I would opt for some bread.
The only thing I would say is, though, when you like Carnival, it seems like they reuse a lot of rolls. So I don't think they're like, it's not like a daily process, or they wait till later on till they use up the old ones, because some of the buffets, like in the you have dinner one night, then they'll have the same rolls the next day at the buffet, and they don't seem to be as fresh. I gotta assume it's not as fresh because it was made the night before or 2 days before.
And the food experts do say, actually, if you want the freshest bread and the freshest rolls, get them in the main dining room. So not where they sit under the heat lamp and, assume freshness that is not fresh after you pull it off of there. So they do say opt for the bread in the main dining room, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner too. You can always get bread in the main dining room. So I just wanted to echo that. And then you said that, Bill. So thank you. But you could still get sometimes on a lottery. You can get a fresh batch of rolls too, because you can feel it. You know when the roll is fresh or the roll is just hot and has been sitting there for a while. So I don't have to teach you guys that. Back then, an announcement came on about washing hands due to catching a virus or viruses. That's right. It does sound like a trivia question, Jen.
That did.
4,000 rolls. Fact, actually. Fact. All right. So, number 5. This might catch a lot of people by surprise, or maybe not. I mean, a lot of us went to college. So, it's 5 scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs on a cruise. And, Bill, do you know why they tell or urge and say scrambled eggs might not be the best thing to eat on a cruise?
I don't like eggs unless they're in a cake. So I'm not the one to ask for this question. Yeah, eggs, don't eat them because they're not good. so no, I don't know the answer.
Well, these scrambled eggs, I hate to ruin this for you in case anybody actually thought they were real scrambled eggs. They're most likely powdered scrambled eggs. So even though they have to feed a lot of people, the best way that you are going to get eggs on a cruise is actually when you order them with a yolk. Whether you go to the main dining room, whether you go to Blue Iguana and you get the huevos rancheros and tell them to make them a little less jiggly than they do at the huevos rancheros, that is the way that you're getting actual real eggs. So powdered eggs actually can cause some upset stomach too as well for some people without them actually knowing it, because it's hard to actually digest those scrambled eggs. I ate a lot of those breakfast burritos on the cruise, and it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. It looks like my son B Weezy Cool gifted a membership, and looks like Ross got it. Orange Cone Vlog. Welcome to the family, Ross. Appreciate you being there. Thank you, son. I appreciate you. It must be payday.
Well, that is awesome. We appreciate that. Super cool. Super cool. Keisha says most of the scrambled eggs are powdered and pre-mixed, almost to the point of being frozen in the coolers. Yuck, yuck, and more yuck. Seen it with my own.
Yeah.
Yep. I have as well, and I've also been told that too as well. If you can urge away from the scrambled eggs and order an egg that has a yolk in it, because they do. They have actual real eggs on a cruise. They do. So you just have to go out and find them. Let's just say it. Scoop them up from the buffet.
Well, African Dreaming, thank you for the super sticker. I normally have something to play, but I'm not in control today. So Scott is in control. But thank you for the super chat. Okay, that's somebody else's, I think. But I appreciate that, African Dreaming. I really do. Thank you so much.
We have to load it up, Bill, for next week.
I forgot about it.
Well, we appreciate. Thank you, African Dreamer, for this.
Thank you guys so much.
Super awesome. And darn very picky eater, only 8 eggs in a cake. Yeah, that was definitely a line, Bill. I wanted to kind of go back to that one.
I mean, they're delicious. In baked goods, they're delicious. By themselves, not so much. So
no egg sandwiches for you, no bacon, egg, and cheeses.
No. Maybe a little egg in my fried rice. A little bit.
Sean says, Bill, fried eggs are awesome for you.
And fried rice, a little bit.
I don't eat eggs. I don't eat eggs anyway.
Emily, me and you, Emily.
That's funny. At home for baking or French toast.
Oh, well, yeah, see, French toast. Yes.
Forgot about that one. I order the fried eggs. I do too as well. From the omelet station. Yeah. If I'm not at the breakfast that's in the main dining room, I will go to the omelet station and ask them to please make me some 2 over medium eggs. So I know that I'm actually getting real eggs. Make sure we didn't miss anybody in the chat. Hello, Shady Brady. I know you were already in here, but the other half, I made it in, had to fix a lawnmower, watching the replay. Well, you're not.
Welcome in.
You're still here. Yes. The omelet station with real eggs too. Yep, that's right. Okay. Now, we are on to number 6. And number 6 on the do not eat and do eat on your next cruise list is fresh fruit. Now, that comes to no surprise, right? That fresh fruit packs a lot of vitamins, and it will help. They can help. Citruses and berries can obviously help boost your immune system while you are on a cruise. So do not have to even say that to you guys. However, what I will say is to opt for fruit that is not cut yet.
Right.
Fruit that you may have to cut yourself because, again, you don't know how long that cantaloupe has been sitting there. Could have just saw them put it out, but they could have cut it long time ago. Again, moisture and whether it be cold or warm air is a breeding ground for bacteria. So cutting the fruit for yourself, and a lot of those citrus fruits too. Sometimes the grapefruits are cut in half, but you can normally find a whole grapefruit or a whole orange or something like that. Even now they have the what are those called? The little small oranges, the little cuties. I saw those on my cruise. So those berries too as well, because those aren't cut. Those are going to be whole. And they are also great to help give you some extra hydration for those drinkers.
Exactly. That's one of the main things. You know, one of the do's is water. Make sure you stay hydrated out there in the Caribbean.
Yes.
But for the fruit, the uncut fruit, it's good to take back to the room for a snack in the middle of the night. Yep. Put them in the your little cooler refrigerator in your room. Yep. So yeah, I mean you go through the same thing when it's cut. A lot of people are picking over that food, so you just have to be careful.
Yes. And a lot of it has to do with timing too. Is they're saying you just have no
Yeah.
idea. The food experts and the food inspectors are saying you just have no idea how long it had been sitting out there for. You would just hope that they're doing the due diligence to remove it once it's time to remove it and replace it, but you don't know that. Sean says, "No, Bill. Lots of eggs. Who told you eggs are not good? Now for protein and good cholesterol."
They might be good for you. They don't taste good by themselves. They have to be in some kind of mixture. French toast, I can go for that. Cakes, cookies, good stuff. Then
I'm like Keisha, omelet all day, says Eddie.
uh-huh.
Pretty much eat anything except licorice after the
What's wrong with licorice? Yeah, that's good stuff.
Will G, I always get eggs to order. So do I, my friend. Unless that breakfast burrito gets me every once in a while. The way you folks are talking, one should not eat any food on board a cruise at all. Newsflash: if you don't eat, you die.
Well, then you haven't been listening. You have to pick and choose what you eat. Some of the foods, it's going to be a crapshoot.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to guide you in the right direction. You can eat whatever you want to eat, but we're just trying to guide you in the right direction, Sean.
I've risked a lot of tummy aches on the cruise, and I had some time by myself, so it is all good. I made those decisions, and I ate those things that you shouldn't eat. I definitely had some of those condiments from outside, so maybe that's why I had a stomach ache. But in the moment, I didn't think about it that quick. That's why I read the article on the plane ride home and figured I'd share it with you guys. Odd question for the pros, but do they allow any outside food on board?
I have brought food like from the islands. When I was in Hawaii, I was able to bring on. It was like a sushi roll made out of Spam. So I mean, nobody said anything. Are you supposed to? I don't know. You can't bring it. You probably couldn't bring it back into the U.S. Well, I don't know. That's in the U.S. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Customs would stop you, but I bought the food in the U.S., so it might not be a problem once I got back to like Seattle. I think I was going to Seattle, so it might not have been a problem if I wanted to bring that. But the problem is, how do you keep it at the proper temperature?
Correct. Absolutely. So I don't think so. I know they allow sodas, and it's like a 12-pack of soda, but I don't think they allow food. KLL, Bill, the cruise guy. What's up, KLL?
Superman, well, welcome in.
Oh man, that pineapple was so good the last time I passed them out on the pool deck. It is good though. It is. Scrambled eggs with cheese. You may bring certain pre-packed foods on a cruise ship, not home cooking or takeout from restaurants or cruise ports, and no fresh fruit. Yes.
Sounds good, Keisha.
She's right. Yep. Licorice sucks. Too sweet and Aniseed kills me. Give me a boiled egg. Me too, Sean. Me too. I love getting my eggs over medium. Yes.
Yuck.
Yeah. You eat licorice, but not eggs. Embarkation.
Yes.
This is creating a discussion. I like this. Is Carnival looking at stopping people for taking food? Wait, is Carnival looking at stopping people taking food from the buffet back to their room? No, I do not think so.
There were people talking about it. I don't think Carnival was talking about it. I think other people are talking about it. I think John Hill had a question on there as far as a poll, would you people like that? I think most people want to be able to take food back to the room, whether it be, cookies, snacks, fruit. I mean, again, you can't take food to the room, but you can order room service. So that would just seem like a money grab to me.
Right. We bring rum cakes. Yes, that's a perfect example of a prepackaged food item. Oh, Lovey's Fat Life. Hello. Hope you guys are feeling better. I've never been sick on a cruise ship. My wife did have a lot of trips to the restroom last cruise. We always bring a large bottle of Pepto just in case.
You never know. I mean, again, you just never know. I've never, again, all my cruises, I've never had like food poisoning or anything like that. But again, I try to be cautious.
Yep.
Am I perfect? No, I'm not perfect. But again, you can see when something has been picked over, and the tongs and people that don't wash their hands, so you have to make sure you wash your hands. So the more I go on cruises now, the more I try to sit down to restaurants where they actually serve you, so it limits the number of people that are touching your food.
Correct. 110%. And that's really kind of, what this list is more urging on, that the food preparity and it being made to order. And especially this next one. And this is something that I know every single one of you in this chat has at least tried or eaten at one point on a cruise. And that is burgers, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, guys burgers, burgers on a cruise ship. And they actually urge to sort of stay away from them, more stay away from them than eat them. And this is why. A lot of people will deal or can deal with motion sickness or seasickness, especially if the boat is particularly rough. Now, greasy foods like a hamburger or Guy's burger in particular can upset the stomach more and can also intensify that seasickness. I'm not sure if a lot of you knew that, but the greasy food does amplify that seasickness. So if you are feeling seasick and you think that you're just going to eat a Guy's burger because you need to eat something to feel better, that is going to send it straight up. So that is why they urge sometimes not to eat it. Also, as well, the Guy's burgers, again, they're not being cooked to order. They're being cooked for a huge line of people at the Lido deck, and they're pumping out the burgers as fast as possible. Yes, 99% of them are going to be of not perfect temperature, but of food safe temperature where you're not going to get sick. But you do roll the dice when you are eating that, and that is what the CDC and the food inspectors and food experts say. Let's get back to the chat. We have a few more, so we're going to run through the next few. I know this one was going to be a controversial number 7. I know a lot of us have eaten the Guy's burger. I think I had 2 this cruise. 2, one by myself and one with Keone as soon as we got on, because he was super excited to try a Guy's burger. So luckily didn't get sick, or at least I don't think I did, from any of them on the cruise. Nettie and JT says we brought hot food off the ship in a port and then ate it on the ship. Another ship, maybe. I think you can bring snacks in unopened packages. Bill, lie down on my couch. Okay, so how long have you been a racist against eggs?
I just don't like my eggs unless they're in cakes, unless they're the dressing for something else.
Over easy is the only way to go. Keisha says it must be who's looking type of thing, Nettie and JT. One of my cruises last year, I saw people's ports of food, drinks trashed as we were reboarding the ship. That's all. What was on Carnival, she says. Lovey says we never eat at the buffet unless we have omelets made fresh. Yep, that was number 5, Lovey. Getting an egg with the yolk. I know we got lucky, they say. Paul says, howdy, sorry, just got home. Don't be sorry.
Hey, Paul, welcome in.
Hello, Mommy Millionaire. She says, no Guy's burger. Well, not no, but if you deal with seasickness or you are feeling seasick, definitely don't run to a Guy's burger. And they do urge to ask for it well done. So you assure.
That's my daughter. I think she's asking me why I didn't have a Guy's burger. I haven't had Guy's burger in a while. They don't. I don't know. They just seem like they make them too far in advance now, and people love them. So I understand they have a demand for them. but I walk by there, and if you ever see me videotaping it, it's like you got all these burgers just sitting on the grill, just waiting, and it just kind of turns me off. I'd rather go to the main dining room and have one. What I think, I don't see it because I don't know, but it's kind of like made to order.
Mm-hmm. Well, we love the burgers, always well done, but I've heard some say they were not done enough. Well done is always, well, an extra safeguard for sure.
That's the first time I ever heard of that. The guy's burgers not being done well enough. I've always seen them. It looked like they cooked them all well done.
It says, love guys. In the Bahamas, they have lots of street eats in the African country, so food prep regulations are not followed as closely. That is very true. Keisha says, burgers are okay. Only so much you can do to make one exceptional. It's true. Will says, didn't eat guys on my last cruise, just the fries. Yes, I did actually have an extra plate of fries. It was technically bread, right? Not really. We bought back banana chips. Griswold family and vacay. Hello, my friend. How we doing? He says, what's up? Diana Soulon has come on in. Hello, hello. Carmen for the win. Carmen, hello, hello.
Carmen, welcome in, Carmen.
Might have some people popping in because I think this is kind of our regular time now, Bill. We normally go on sort of.
Oh, right.
Aaron Robin, how are we? Bro, I have a 5-day.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron, my buddy. Hey, Aaron. Keone came on in. Is cruise depression, is post-cruise depression a thing? Yes,
yes, it is.
Welcome to the family, my friend. Lovey says, I love those conch fritters in the Bahamas. Oh, so do I. They're not on this list, Lovey, so eat away, my friend. My answer is best fries on the Venezia. We're at the deli. Ooh, actually had some good fries at the deli this time too as well. We overdid Guy's Burger. Eddie says, yum. Making sure I didn't miss anybody. All right. So next on the list, as we go through these here, number 8 is going to be steak. And they say, in fact, do eat steak. Now, you might say, well, if I deal with seasickness, right, you said greasy foods. Most of the time when you go to the steak house or you go to the main dining room and you order a steak, it's not going to be nearly as greasy, nearly as fatty as one of those guys' burgers, right? You're also going to get something that is not just sitting under a heat lamp after it comes off of the grill. You are now going to be getting something cooked to order, whether it be medium, medium well, medium rare, well done, right? And then that steak is being cooked for you. So that is why they urge, maybe if you like that meat, to go and get a steak from the dining room. Sit down at the dining room, get a steak. You can get a steak even for, I think, lunchtime. You can't get, well, actually, you can get steak and eggs too at the dining room.
Yeah, a lot of times.
In the morning.
Only thing I would say with the steak is, make sure that it's cooked to temperature. Yes. I go like a medium well, or I try medium well. I wouldn't go. I know some people go medium rare, and that's too rare. I think it needs to be cooked a little bit longer than that. I prefer a medium if it's done right. But again, I don't trust everybody's cooking, so a lot of times I'll go the medium well, which I know a lot of people, that's blasphemy. I'm saying it wrong. To say that, because it's like eating shoe leather. But no, a good medium steak is when it's cooked right.
Yes. Yep, I agree. Embarkation Nation says Bill likes the bougie burgers.
Just like them fresh. Yes, just that's all I like.
Guy knows about all the complaints. I don't know if they're complaints. I think they're just something to be aware of. We all know some of these things, right? And we still eat some of these things. I think it's just having an awareness, you know. But yeah, freaking
Yeah, no, I haven't heard a whole lot of complaints about Guy's Burgers.
put some ice in the bottom of those condiment things.
Yeah, I mean, again, and I don't know if people are getting sick or not, but just for me, it's something that I don't do.
I love street food and fish fry in the Bahamas. I do as well. Love any fish fry. Oh, here we go. This is going to be the next one. And before anybody hates me, here we go. Number 9. We're getting down to the end. We only got 2 more. Is this self-serve ice cream machine? Now, particularly the self-serve ice cream machine. I know you can go in the dining room and get scooped ice cream, but we're talking about the self-serve ice cream. 1, obviously, for the sanitary reasons. Everybody's touching those handles, right? And think about it. You are then touching that handle, filling up a tiny ice cream cone with ice cream. And then you are then touching that same hand that you just touched the dirty handle with that ice cream and eating that ice cream cone. So
And not to say that it's 24 hours a day. All the kids are having at it. So, the kids should be, or probably are less clean than the adults. Not saying that they all are, but some of them could be. Yeah. Again, did I eat the ice cream? I did. Did I get sick? Nope. But I could see how it could happen easily.
Yep. And this is that's all we're saying. It could happen, right? It's not it's going to happen every single time. But these are just things to think about too, as well. I didn't even think about that, right? When I read it, that you're touching the same. I'm like, oh wow, I guess I would if I. How would you not, right? You switch hands, you're back and forth. Oh, it's so all day. I know Keone ate a lot of ice cream cones. Sorry to just throw you under the bus there, but lots of ice cream. I'm not a big ice cream guy. I know I'm not a big sweet guy. I'm not a big dessert guy, so I don't eat a lot of cakes or a lot of ice cream in general. So this one doesn't pertain to me too much, but I do know a lot of people love those ice cream cones.
Well, this last cruise, I did more ice cream than I normally do. I had my fair share.
And Lovey says at 555 a couple weeks ago, we ordered a steak medium. Came out medium rare. It was still good. Just didn't look at it.
Medium rare is just too rare for me. I wouldn't eat it. I would have to send it back and just have them slap it on the grill a little bit longer.
Me and my uncle like the steak the same way. Medium rare steak for me. That's it. I will do medium well too, sometimes, but medium rare is really, if they hit a good medium rare. Thank you for the clarification that Mr. Bill, you have to order differently at different places. Cool. Medium is 140 to 145 internal temp. That's correct. Keone seconds that. Guys, isn't bad. It's just not as good as advertised. Correct.
It used to be. They had different fries. I don't know. I don't know if the meat combo is different. It used to be. To me, it seemed like it was better. Now I don't crave it. When I first got on the ship, I used to crave them. First thing I got when I went on the ship was a Guy's Burger, and now they just look like just a mass production hamburger place.
Keone says still down for the soft serve, baby. And Keisha says, don't think, just eat the ice cream. It will all be out of your system fairly quickly anyway.
You're right. But what if here you are on a 5-day cruise? It's the 3rd day, and now you don't feel well. How bad would that be? And that's my problem. And that goes with, I don't want the flu. I don't want a cold. I don't want anything like that. Food poisoning. I don't want any of that, because it just ruins the vacation. So you just be careful. Have your Clorox wipes, and wipe a few things down and do the best that you can. Not saying there's no guarantees that you won't get sick, but you can minimize it.
And just echoing on that, Keisha, getting out of your system fairly quick. With our very last one here, number 10, it's something that can help you get things out of your system quick. Number 10 is green salads. And they actually say do eat a green salad. You know that old saying, a green salad a day will keep the doctor away? Well, that pertains to a cruise. They say because of the high fiber in a salad and a lot of the toppings that are around there, some seeds and nuts and sunflower seeds, some cranberries. So some of those things there are very fibrous and can help push out, especially if you have a stomach ache, but also just help the regularity of how we are supposed to dispose of our foods. A green salad a day, they say, can really, really do dividends to your cruise, making you feel better not only after the cruise but on the cruise. Because I know a lot of people end up in the bathroom quite a lot. I did myself. Keone did. It just is a thing. I have another controversial topic for another day, but I'm not even going to go into that. That's for another day. But yeah, green salad a day, they say, is great fiber and helps get things going. And I actually had one salad on this 4-day cruise. I probably should have done better. Bill, how many salads did you have on the book?
I probably two a day. I had lunch and dinner. I eat better when I'm on a cruise ship. So lunch, I would have a salad, have whatever food I'm eating. Dinner, I have a salad, and then have the food that I'm eating. And again, I actually think I eat better on a cruise ship than I do when I'm at home. Because even if I'm cooking a steak at home or anything like that, I probably wouldn't even make a salad. I just have like a baked potato or and a steak and some bread. I love my bread.
I do too. Lovey says, I eat my ice cream in the cups. That's kind of smart, my friend. There's a little tip for you guys. Hey, Scott, did you eat at the steakhouse on your recent cruise? We did not, unfortunately. We were thinking about it, but we had a one-track mind to get to the piano bar after the second night. So that's kind of what we enjoyed the most. Me and Keone enjoyed the most there on the ballot, getting off the food topic. But no, we didn't. I was disappointed in Big Chicken on the Celebrity. Broke my heart. Oh, no.
When I had it, I enjoyed it. However, it changed from when I went on the Mardi Gras in the beginning of 2022 to went on a celebration around Thanksgiving on last year. They changed like the roll, the biscuit that it went on, and it was different. It wasn't as good as it was the first time when I had it on the Mardi Gras. The Mardi Gras by far had the best food I ever had on any Carnival cruise ship. 2020, I haven't been on it since 2022. But it had the best food, the hottest, the warmest, everything was it seemed fresh. I really enjoyed everything on that ship.
So I can't wait for the Jubilee. M&T says, I want to try the specialty dining next on their next cruise. Paul says, my favorite is a filet, but I hardly order one because few people can cook one right. Once you cook a filet too long, it's over.
Right. Again, if it's too thick, it depends on how well you want it. Like if you go above medium, if you go like a medium well with a filet, they need to butterfly it and cut it in half because it's too thick to cook it without messing up the meat. So yeah, I agree. You got to watch about being overcooked for a filet. I do love the fillets from the steakhouse.
What happened to the chicken tenders you used to get when you boarded? Now they wait till midnight and give them to you at a late
They're
night.
they're like little nuggets. They're not that good. I mean, they used to have they had the chicken tenders. I mean, big long piece. They were actually good. Kind of like what Shack Chicken has as far as the tenders. They used to have those with the burgers and the chicken tenders. They got rid of those, and then now little chicken nuggets look like Tyson. No, they don't look quite like Tyson nuggets, but they're little chicken nuggets at night.
The buffalo chicken I got from the deli had a really nice piece of chicken on there too, as well. I mean, that wasn't a little nugget. That was a nice piece.
Low key, that's a good sandwich from the deli. I mean, it looks like a chicken breast, boneless chicken breast. That was a good sandwich.
Really good sandwich. Filet is all we ordered, Paul. Smart. I always go to Mongolian Walk on the first day, especially on the Dream Class ships. That wasn't on these lists at all, and that in fact, was probably the most packed every single day. Like there was lines from the time that it opened until the time that it closed. Insane. It was insane. I wasn't gonna waste an hour to get Mongolian walk, but it's good. It's good. But it
It
was
is.
ridiculous. Everybody wanted Mongolian walk. I mean, that and Guy's Burgers were probably the two longest lines. I mean, you could honestly just walk up to Blue Iguana on the Valor. Just yeah, found it really weird. I love those. Right, and someone told me to pump the immune system beforehand in emergency for the cold. So, right, not fresh fruit. I've yet to take a cruise, learning a lot from Warmstrong, as I am myself. However, a cruise ship any less sanitary than an office building with a restaurant downstairs, in your opinion? Nope.
Nope, I don't think so. Disgusting people are everywhere.
Everywhere.
So, I mean, again, any buffet that you have, off a ship, it'd be the same problems for me.
100%. I agree. Emily says, no salad. You guys can have it all.
Emily, we used to be so close. Emily, on a cruise ship, I love my salads.
I do too. Honestly, I had a craving for a salad the second day. I'm getting a big salad. We always hit the salad bar on the buffet first meal. Good advice, Paul. Buffet a day keeps the cruise doctor away. I'm more adventurous in what I eat on vacation compared to what I eat in regular life. I eat everything except fish close to the head.
See, I'm a little more cautious because, again, you have limited number of days. So when you go off the island, which I do, but I try to go to, I don't like the street food necessarily. I go to restaurants, and even then I'm looking at how clean the restaurant is, because I don't want to get sick, because I don't want to miss a day or two of a 7-day cruise or a 5-day cruise. So I like to go off the ship, but if I go off the ship, I don't eat too many street foods. I go to restaurants, and then I try to make sure that it's like a clean restaurant.
Yeah.
No guarantees, but that's what I do, because I like, like especially going to Mexico and getting the fresh Mexican food.
Oh, so good, so good. Lovey says the biscuit is awful, and
It's awful. It really is, Lovey. It really is.
It's so hard. Oh God, it's awful.
Yeah, it was. No lie detected in that statement.
Keisha says probably a lot less sanitary. They're subject to more inspections and more frequently than land hotels, restaurants, and cafeterias. So cruises are more sanitary, she says. She thinks.
Yeah, I don't know if they're subject to more inspections or not, but yeah, I mean, if cruise ships, they do the best that they can. They, as far as trying to keep everything clean, you can see them working constantly. So I haven't really had too many problems with the ship itself being dirty. It's more about the passengers being dirty.
Yes, and their hygiene decisions.
Their hygiene, correct.
And he says, we are officially booked on the 2.0 to Secret Booze Cruise October 28th, 2024.
How are you just getting booked on your own cruise, Eddie? Congratulations.
Official. I'm going to find my way on that cruise too, for sure. I miss the tenders.
I do too.
The ones that take you to port, or the chicken ones. Sorry, bad joke. Bad cruise joke. You guys got some bonus time tonight, so now you get some bad jokes. Y'all should go on a cruise when you get a chance. You'll love it. I go there saying, I'm not going to do this, not going to do that, and end up doing it anyway. Vacation, enjoy yourself. That's right. Exactly. Lazy days, I totally agree. Big Chicken Biscuit did change from the Mardi Gras in 2021. Celebration Biscuit was hard as a rock.
Yes. Again, I don't know exactly what they did, but my goodness, it changed the whole flavor. When I first got on the Big Chicken in the Mardi Gras, I thought it was a game changer. That's when I stopped going to Guy's Burger. I started going there all the time whenever they had it, and then they changed the recipe, and it hasn't been the same since.
Right. I think I almost ate it every day too. I had a friend that actually worked there too, this cruise, but I just love Blue Iguana. I love getting a burrito too, middle of the day. I feel like it, pumps me up for a night of ridiculousness. So I'm always eating it.
And again, it seems fresh. It's kind of like fast food, but it seems fresh. They're making the tortillas right in front of you, and the meat is right there, and they're cooking it, and it's not just sitting out there all day. The biggest problem you have is probably the condiments.
Yes.
But the food itself, I like it because it's fresh.
Yes, because they also have a salsa condiment bar too. But their condiments, though, if you realize, are stuck on ice.
Yeah.
Like they're in like those glass jars, but they're like stuck on that like shaved ice. And then they always have somebody going around pushing the ice away so people don't slip. And then they have somebody, redoing it on the bar. So better than guys as far as their condiments. I mean, I think so. I would think so.
And don't let us scare you off. Again, I've been on a lot of cruises, and I've never had food poisoning. So don't let us scare you off. But we're just giving you something to think about.
That's it. Just giving you something to think about. Different perspective maybe that you didn't think about. And again, I ate guys and I ate Blue Iguana and I didn't get sick. Well, I maybe spent more time in the restroom than I wanted to, but I didn't get sick. So Eddie says, I had 2 pork tacos from the Blue Iguana and Alice, a guy's burger. I took a bite of the burger and that's it. I was sold and heard a lot of bad reviews about guys. We enjoyed them. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was bad as far as taste. None of these reviews are we're talking about taste of anything. It's really just more of the food safety. And it wasn't really too much food safety on guys. It was just if you honestly deal with seasickness. And there were quite a few on the Valor that said that it was kind of rough. If I thought it was rough and I had a stomach ache from seasick, Guy's Burger wouldn't be your first choice. Paul said, Blue Iguana is my go-to. I like blue cheese dressing. I get scared of it on buffets. Yes. You never know how long it's been sitting out.
Right.
Though inside, though, on the buffets, too, if you realize, and I actually didn't even realize this, but when you put them down, or ours did, they were kind of like refrigerated under, like the metal was.
Yeah, it's like a cooler.
So that was the first time I realized that on the Valor at all. So I don't know if that's new or. I just wish they had shredded cheese at the salad bar.
Every now and then you find it.
Yeah. Go to Blue Iguana and say, hey, can you cheese my salad, please? Now in the Paradise Blue Iguana, watch out. It is not a biscuit, Lovey. Not a biscuit. Bill, I had the 25 down, paid up the deposit, getting an accessible cabin. Are you guys going?
Again, I'm not sure what I'm doing then, but that makes sense. At $25, so now you got your accessible cabin. That's great.
Yes, I did hear about that. I was scrolling through TikTok last night and I saw the 11 million view Kelly video that she was actually on the ship. I think the morning show showed it this morning too. I saw that last night. I was just, is it real? And then we started seeing more and more and more video surface, and that was wild. The Blue Lagoon boat capsized ferry. Whew.
Right. Well, and again, that raises a good point, and it's a point for another day. But when people are giving you your safety, talk, pay attention, because you never know when it might happen. The cruise lines now have they had the muster drill where you had to go stand in line. That was a bit too much. But now they've gone like to the opposite spectrum, where now, hey, have you done this before? Yeah, go ahead. Don't worry about it. So they asked me, they look at my status and say, oh, you know what you're doing. Just go ahead. Why not just train it? It doesn't take that long. 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Show us, how to put the life jackets on, what to do in case of emergency. Every time, just like on an airplane, just every time, make you watch it. And they've gone from one end to the other, one extreme to the other. And people are not going to go know what to do in case of emergency on a cruise ship. And I'm assuming like most of those vessels in Bahamas, they didn't, they stopped. They used to give you the safety briefing before getting on the vessels. I don't know if they did it on this one or not. Just inform people what to do in case of emergency. And if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Correct. Journeys with June and Brady says, "Don't hate me. I can't stand cruise ship pizza. Pizza wasn't on the list. It's a good thing.
I'm agreeing with you, June and Brady.
But yeah, it's just mid. It's not. It's it suffices if you're drunk. For me,
Well, 3 o'clock in the morning, nothing else open. Yeah, I get.
it's not going to stop from here. We got 3 cruises booked.
I know. Me either. I'll be on a cruise Sunday.
Mescaline takes care of seasickness. Luckily, I don't deal with it, so you don't have to worry about that. But your favorite couple has made it in. Hello, Warm Strong Adventures in Chat. PSV Odyssey.
Welcome in. Thanks for coming in.
The Blue Iguana. I just shop for chicken soup and popsicles ahead of time, and ginger ale.
Can't go wrong with ginger ale.
I love ginger ale, especially on a plane. All right, I think we have made it down to the bottom of the chat here. Let's see. When I went on the Blue Lagoon in March, there was no safety briefing before or during the 35 minutes sailing to the port to the island. So there you go.
Yep. Well, again, I mean, and that's no matter if I get on an excursion and I have to get on a boat, whether they have one or not, the first thing I ask is like, where's the life vest? I look for it to make sure it's down there, just to be on the safe side. I was kind of into that, like my career wise, as far as being prepared for disasters, and it's tough to it's tough to react when you don't know what to do. You want to make it like a muscle memory where, hey, this happens, this is what you do. Even at home, if you live in Tornado Alley or anything like that, you have your little kit, you have your plan of what you're going to do. Hey, if this happens, do this. And it's a safety thing for everybody, no matter where you are.
Correct.
I sound like a life of a party, don't I?
Well, we gave.
Don't eat this. Don't do that. Watch this. Be careful about that.
Well, Bill, we gave the crowd some bonus time today, about half an hour of bonus time. We do know that we had the time change here, so that's, I think, why we gave some people some bonus time. This is kind of our normal time that we're on, sort of, kind of, not really, because it is going to be 4 p.m. PST and 6 p.m. EST going forward. Our
Correct.
Normal adjusted time now. But Bill, what else do you have for us for the week?
What do I have? Tomorrow, Banter with Bill at 5 p.m. Eastern time. I will be talking. On Sunday, I'm taking my first MSC cruise. So I'm going to be talking MSC cruises versus Carnival cruises. Don't know anything about MSC cruises, but that's what I'm getting excited for. Okay. And if anybody has any information on MSC cruises, make sure you come back and, talk to me about it and tell me what I need to know about. I'm going on the Maravelia out of New York. So come back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time and tell me what I need to know. Because I'm actually getting a little excited is not the word, but apprehensive, because I've never been out of New York and I've never been on MSC. So I know the process is going to be basically the same, but it's not. And so I just need to know what I need to look out for. I try not to do too much homework on the ship because I want to be surprised. When I get on that ship, I want to just take it in and be surprised by the ship. So I haven't done a whole lot of homework on the ship, but guess what? I'll be at my safety briefing.
Figuring out how to put the life jacket on.
Oh, and Friday I have a premiere, 5 p.m. Eastern time, embarkation day from the Booze Cruise.
Sweet. So we'll catch you tomorrow with Banter with Bill. I'm excited for that one.
What about you?
Well,
I said no. What about you?
Oh, for me. So for me, I have Thirsty Thursday travel and cruise trivia tomorrow with Embarkation Nation. We are going to, I don't know what we're going to be doing tomorrow, but I do have some cool prizes from my last cruise. So I'll give you a little sneak peek for all the VIPs that are on here. Got a
sweet,
cool little Mexican Cozumel shot glass that we'll be giving away, and we'll be answering some cool trivia questions. I will have some vlogs from my previous trip coming out here pretty shortly. Within the next few days, you'll see those pop up with some thumbnails on my page. So I'll see you guys around the channel. let's just say goodbye to everyone. And Bill G said, great show, everyone. Keisha says, love the chat. Food is always a great subject for me, even though I don't avoid much myself as well. Cruise Nuts, hello, my friend. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Thanks for sharing, Scott. I've been plugged in on both sides, but only comment on Bill's either way.
Appreciate that.
Let us know how you like the MSC. Says M&T.
I guarantee I will. I'm a carnival guy to the day I die. But I'm really curious about MSC. The Mustard Drill had some videos. He was going on a few, and he really piqued my interest as far as MSC. So I'll let you guys know. I know a lot of people complain about it. I'll let you know the truth. Don't listen to those other guys. Listen to me.
I love that. Can't wait. Can't wait. Anthony says, love you guys. Again, a great live. Thank you so much. Glow Bees enjoyed the live. Thank you. Enjoy having you here. And M&T said, see ya. So that will be Warmstrong and Controversial Cruising Out. We will see you guys here next week. Bill will see you here tomorrow. And thanks, guys, for joining us.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.